Hello guys, my name is Fox and welcome to part 3 of our Oxygen Not Included campaign. Let's continue. So in the previous episode we managed to set up our food production, kind of. We're currently just producing mush bars. It's probably not really the most appetizing of foods you have seen, but that's something. And we do have a little bit of a power production. By the way, how's the temperatures looking? Because people kind of complain a little bit, but it's like, yeah, it's 25. 24, 25, it's not really that bad. Not really that bad at all, but when we're gonna reach this ice biome, it's gonna be quite interesting. Oh, okay, so we have like pretty hot place on the right and really cold place on the left. I'm not sure how it's gonna work out. If I were to just dig out all of the ice, would it slowly like heat up? I think it will, or at least it should probably. I don't know, but it's fine. By the way, we're starting to pick up some stress. Oh, that's mostly because this guy is working on the manual generator. That's fine. I guess you're gonna get some sleep and it's all gonna be fine. By the way, we picked up our fourth duplicant in the previous episode. Yeah, just as I wanted to place a cot for him. It's already night time, so it looks like this one night he would need to sleep on the floor, unfortunately. But I guess he would handle it. By the way, there's some reports I could see from the cycle. So, how are we doing? Calorie generation. We actually lost 114 kilocalories, but we actually do produce some right now, so we should be fine on the food. But we actually lost like almost 200 kilograms of oxygen, so yeah, that's one of the things I've been thinking about starting working towards. So, we need to go and like plop down at least some algae generators, and I guess I would need like spread them out a little bit. So let's just gonna place one right here, because that's one of the places where our people spend a lot of time, and I guess the second one somewhere like here, and I think 2 is gonna be sufficient for the amount of space we currently have. Yeah, as you could see, there's like no oxygen down here and down there. Mostly probably, if I were to guess, because the level is so low. Because all the oxygen we have just rises to the top, and all the carbon dioxide just drops to the bottom. So yeah, when my people come down to take some water, they definitely need to hold their breath. But I think with these algae deoxidizers in place, we should be relatively fine on the oxygen generation, at least temporarily. By the way, the second one probably would require a lot of electrical wire to be brought to it. Not like this, though. Yeah, something like this. That's probably a lot of excess wire, but yeah, we're probably gonna need it. I'm definitely gonna be placing some electrical stuff around, so it's not gonna be a waste of resources. How much copper we do actually have? Consumable ore, I'm not really sure what you're talking about. Raw metal. Oh, we do have, looks like, no metal for all of this wire, so looks like we would need to dig out some more. Oh, look at this. I haven't had problems with diseases last time I played, but yeah, my people are actually contracting diarrhea from these mush bars, and actually it does, or it did say it in the in the description. Low quality food. Duplicants will not fabricate something. It does say something about diarrhea somewhere in there. Yeah, may cause diarrhea. Okay. That's gonna be a little bit of a problem. Do we have any lice stored in there? We don't really. Okay. Diarrhea is gonna be a problem, probably. Oh yeah, especially if like a couple of people gonna gonna contract it at the same time, because we only have one outhouse, so someone might just poop themselves if it were to happen. By the way, does says we have 0 copper ore in here, but they're still using it. Maybe not. Okay, so I just use the last one. Okay, so I guess we would just have to dig more of this metal or this copper ore in here and open up this vacuum chamber. That's fine. It would need it to happen at some point. How could I produce some higher quality food? I guess for this to happen, we need to just have some extra research done. By the way, talking about research, could we build anything else without doing any research? Looks like not really. So yeah, the next step for us would be to build a research station. But for this is gonna happen, we need this. Oh, okay, so one of these algae deoxidizers is already working. So I guess these areas are gonna be a little bit more breathable from now. Yeah, unrefrigerated food we couldn't really work out right now. And there goes a second algae deoxidizer. Great, so time for our research station to be built. And I guess we're just gonna plop it down on the first floor. Definitely reasonable placement, and it already has copper wire in there, so I wouldn't need to spend any extra ore on it. And probably this one manual generator gonna be enough for this small research station. So, what are gonna be starting researching? Is there any new research from what I've not seen before? Maybe I don't think I have seen this temperature modulation. That's cool. But yeah, what we're gonna start with. What could we start with? Interior decor, power regulation, liquid piping, gas piping, farming. I guess something like farming not gonna hurt to have, so we're just gonna start with that. And you're just gonna go and start fabricating novice research continuous as much as you need it. And this research station just uses dirt. Just pretty nice, because we have like an unlimited amount of dirt, I'm pretty sure. By the way, this outhouse would need to be cleaned out relatively soon. By the way, do you still have your diarrhea? You definitely do. And this guy definitely does have his diarrhea as well. Oh well. Not much I could do right now about that. Oh, it's probably not reasonable for you to just run on this treadmill while you have diarrhea, because it might cause some minor accidents. Okay. What is the next thing we want to work towards? I think there's much we could do unless this research gonna be finished. And it's gonna be finished relatively quickly. This guy's producing research points like crazy, and we only need like 20 for this first one, so it's gonna take us like 1 or 2 days at most. Yeah, that's fine. I guess we're just gonna go and wait a little bit and continue maybe producing food. By the way, yes, sliced loaf would be really nice to have instead of mush bars, because this is not gonna cause diarrhea. But we don't really have meal lice anywhere. I was pretty sure I've been harvesting some of this meal lice plants, but apparently that was not what I've been looking at. An edible political fruit cannot be reproduced in wild. Now go and harvest these ones. Apparently they are ready for harvest. Might as well. Oh, and I guess this is the meat this game was talking with me about. It was not refrigerated. I don't think we could really do much with that. Yeah, this microbe masher couldn't really cook food, to be honest. Oh well, that's fine. How's the oxygen situation looking? Yeah, with these two extra algae deoxidizers, we're starting to look better, by the way. How's the reports looking? Oh yeah, we're still actually consuming more oxygen than we are producing. But it's not that critical. I don't want really to place the third algae deoxidizer for now. I guess 2 is gonna be fine enough. By the way, how much algae do we have stored in here? Algae, almost or more than 5,000 kilograms. And how much this thing uses? 300 grams per second. Okay, there's it's too much calculation for me to do to understand how much algae or how much time we have before we would need extra algae, but we do have some places where we could dig it up, so yeah, there's still more algae in here. There is like some down there, so we should be fine. Should definitely be fine. And yeah, by the way, it's time for us to clean out this outhouse. I hope no one gonna poop themselves while it's been cleaned, because Mima is definitely still has diarrhea and now she does have a full bladder. Okay. I think we're gonna have an accident. Yeah, because the toilet did not got cleaned in time. Okay, I guess you're gonna have to see for the first time how the accidents look. By the way, Hart, why the heck you got to your sleep if you actually need to go to the bathroom that badly? I don't know. You're probably just gonna piss yourself in sleep. It's gonna be even more embarrassing. And there we go. There is making a mess. Look at how much goddamn polluted water she's producing. It's just crazy. Okay, someone would definitely need to mop this all up. Yeah, look at this. It's like goddamn, I don't know how much liters you've got out of yourself. But everyone would need now we need to now mop this up. I guess I should not be I think I should not be I forgot the word. But yeah, it's not Mima's fault really. She does have diarrhea after all, and this toilet is still occupied by cleaner. But finally he's done, and this is our first bunch, I think, of polluted dirt. So it's gonna get stored in here. But yeah, as you would probably notice, at some point it's gonna start producing polluted oxygen. So we need to we would need to start doing something with that. But we would be allowed to build like compost. Yeah, just compost. It's gonna be breaking polluted dirt into fertilizer, so we would be able to use it for something. Oh, this guy just... Are you really allowed to just eat this raw meat? If so, I'm actually quite fine with that. But probably not. We probably should not be eating it. Oh, we also have a tip on polluted water. Polluted water is a yucky substance that emits polluted oxygen, can cause diarrhea. You could mop it up. Yeah, I know. I already mopped all the Mima's polluted water. How long is diarrhea gonna last, by the way? Depending on the gut is giving them some trouble. Bladder change plus 1.25, bladder efficiency minus 0.8. Duration remain 0.4 cycles. Okay, so it's gonna end relatively soon, but they're probably gonna pick it all up by eating mush bars again anyways. But there's not much I could really do right now. Oh yeah, by the way, there comes some polluted oxygen from the storage compactor, so we need this compost building. We would need to have this compost building relatively soon. By the way, how's oxygen production looking? We're now losing 10 kilograms, so yeah, we're almost at the equilibrium, but we're still losing oxygen nonetheless. Oh well, let's not think about it for now. How's the research doing, by the way? You just have 2 extra points left, so it's gonna be finishing in no time at all. Oh, by the way, never mind. This message got stuck for like a second. Okay, Rowan, come on, just finish this all up, and I'm gonna have a couple extra things to build for us. And there we go, research completed. New build is available. Algae terrarium, compost, and planter box. Okay. I guess what we're gonna start with is just creating compost. Breaks polluted dirt into fertilizer, but it does produce polluted oxygen as well, right? Is it gonna be fine for me to just place it in here, or should I just place it even more at the bottom? No, I think it's gonna be fine. I don't think this polluted oxygen gonna come out. Or come up. Auto vehicle of airborne disease, breathable. I don't know if it's lighter or heavier than the regular oxygen. But I think it's... yeah, we'll just place this compost box right there, and we'll see. We'll see if it's gonna be too terrible or not. Oh, Harold. What's up? Yeah, Harold is really sick. How long your diarrhea gonna last? 0.2 cycles. Okay, that's not that much. Soon it's gonna be gone. That's fine. Now we have compost box. Someone would need to like come there and just reshuffle it all, just so it's gonna be decomposing equally. And yeah, we have a lot of idle people again. We also have now access to this algae terrarium. It is a little bit, not really a little bit better than algae deoxidizer. It's only better in the way that it's not really using oxygen, or not really using electricity. But it still does use algae. But and considering we're currently still losing some oxygen, I'm just gonna go and plop down one of these algae terrariums, and it says that it's working a little bit better in the light. Yeah, by the way, there's light mechanics as well, which is also quite neat, but our only current light source is this printing pod. So what we're gonna do, I'm just gonna go and plop this algae terrarium right near our planting pod. But yeah, we're not really gonna be relying on algae terrariums for our oxygen production, because it's definitely not that efficient. Oh yeah, by the way, it also uses water. So recycles carbon dioxide into a small amount of oxygen. Does it uses algae, or does it consumes algae, or... So yeah, it does consume algae as well as water, but emits oxygen and also consumes some carbon dioxide. Okay, so it does have its benefits. It's probably going to be reasonable to just place these algae terrariums in the spaces where we do have pockets of carbon dioxide, like in this place. Might be somewhat reasonable. But I guess one is going to be efficient for now. So now our net oxygen is -7. Maybe it's going to get a little bit better when this algae terrarium going to kick in fully. By the way, we have another thought for our research. So let's go and start working towards like power regulation, I think. Just get ourselves bigger batteries and just better stuff in general. Anything else new we could build? Not much really right now, I don't think. Oh yeah, planter box. House a single plant which will periodically produce food or medicine. Oh, yeah, that actually might allow us to plant these lice plants. It's probably going to be a lot better for us to just produce lice loaves after that. By the way, are we running out? Yeah, we did run out of mush bars, but we do have some of these field rations that we started with, I guess. Oh well, if I were to start working with planter boxes, where would I want to have them? I would probably need to like have an extra... By the way, this storage compactor might as well go and allow fertilizer in it. We're just gonna take polluted dirt and bring fertilizer in. Probably gonna be relatively efficient. So yeah, if I want to have a garden, where would I have it at? I would probably need to build another one roof just for the garden. And by the way, how much energy we're currently producing? Circuit status. Oh yeah, by the way, it's our timer. And I guess it's gonna be a relatively reasonable time for us to have a break. So in the next episode, we're gonna... I think it's gonna be reasonable for us to just go and make a garden. I'm not entirely sure what kind of seeds we have. By the way, where are seeds being stored? In here. We do have 14 mealwood, blossom seed, briar seed. We don't have lice seeds. But I guess these things also could be used for food. Because... I don't know why, because... Oh yeah, just because we don't really have much else to do, we're just gonna go and start working on the garden while our other research is being conducted. So yeah, if you enjoyed watching this, you could leave a like, if you want to see more, subscribe, and if you want to leave a comment, just do it, and I would answer it and they could. See you later, guys. Bye bye.